Gokigenyo everyone, the Starlight Let's Player is here. Welcome to part 5 of 7 Pirates H. Yeah, it's been over a month since we've done part 4. In the last part, we had to head over to the Haunted Ghost Ship to not only collect the third treasure, but as well as recruiting Poron, who is the skeleton ghost girl. Or skeleton monster girl, to be exact. So yeah, it's been like a month since we've done this, but we're finally back now after finishing the Smile Pretty Cure playthrough. Now I can finally finish up the 7 Pirates H playthrough. So after this playthrough, I'll get started on the viewers Let's Play, which is basically me playing a game that you all voted for. And once again, I'll be doing the Puyo Puyo Tetris series since all of you voted for that. But with that being said, let's continue on. Again, last time we left off with recruiting Poron, the skeleton monster girl, as well as collecting the third treasure. Now we're off to collect the fourth treasure, as well as recruiting our seventh and final monster girl member of the team, crew, whichever you want to call it. So as you can see, I'm basically once again doing the booby training. Gotta strengthen up my team to make sure they have a fighting chance. Cause I'll tell you, last part we were really struggling against Poron. We were pretty much underdeveloped, but hopefully this doesn't. Hopefully things will be different this time. Though I'm sure there will be. We've learned from our mistakes, and now we're trying to put that to the test. So basically, in case some of you don't, I pretty much, if you've been in my Discord server, you may have noticed that I've announced that I finally gotten all of the spin-offs for the PlayStation 4. So I got all the spin-offs from the Neptunia series, that being Super Neptunia RPG, Neptunia Virtual Stars, Cyber Dimension, Seven Cargo Cross Neptunia Ninja Wars, and yeah. Alright, so we had to complete that. We had to complete a certain request, which was the exclamation mark, which is for our customers. We've completed that, and yeah, it doesn't really do much, but it was able to give us the next Let's Make a Deal mission, and we were able to complete that completely. We didn't even have to do anything because we already got the materials needed. So we finally got the 12th map. Yeah, we got the 12th torn map, and that means we can finally enter the valley to where the fourth secret treasure is hidden. But yeah, like I said, I've gotten all the Neptunia spin-offs, and I will say, out of all of them, I think Ninja Wars has to be my favorite so far, but I can't really say just yet because I haven't finished Cyber Dimension just yet, and I'm halfway finished with Neptunia Virtual Stars. Though I will say for Neptunia Virtual Stars, it's pretty good, but I like the cutscenes and all, but I wouldn't say it's on the same level of goodness as Ninja Wars. Even though Ninja Wars is pretty short, a bit shorter than Virtual Stars, it's still fun to play. It still gives a really great challenge. I've played like the first half of Virtual Stars, and I have yet to get in the game over, just yet. So who knows? That might change once I get back to that game. And for Super Neptunia RPG, I did play through it a bit, but I'm not really rocking with the combat system that much. I get that they wanted to try something new with the 2D aspect, but just because it can be different doesn't mean it can still doesn't mean it's gonna equal good. But I digress. I don't know. Hopefully since they're trying something new with Sonic Frontiers, I'm hoping that's actually I'm hoping that is actually good, considering that we're gonna get a new trailer coming this late August, and with a few months left of development time, I wouldn't say development time, but I don't know, but like with a few months left, they are releasing this in around November to December, either November or December. So yeah, they only got a few months left before this game comes out, and I'm curious as to how this will actually turn out. From what we saw so far, I say it's looking really great. I know some people still consider this. Some people still think that they should delay this game, but I highly doubt that they should, first of all, and second of all, they're not even gonna delay it anyway, because again, Yuji Naka did state that he's not gonna delay the game. He does have a lot of hope to it. He does have a lot of confidence in this game, and I think Sega is also not gonna try and delay this game. I mean, why would they? From what we've saw? I mean, if they want to delay it, that's fine, but I don't think it's gonna do much. I mean, I get that they're trying to make sure. I get people don't. I understand that people don't want this game to turn out like how 06 did, but come on, that Sonic 06, that game was pretty much over 10 years ago. Not 10, but it was over 15 years ago. So I doubt they're gonna make the same mistake as they did before, and I doubt they're gonna. The same can also go for Sonic Forces. That game is like 5 years old, over 5 years old by now. I wouldn't say it's almost 5 years old. Sonic Forces is almost 5 years old. I still think the game is mediocre, but it's not a bad or terrible Sonic game like many people are saying. Like, I think they're over exaggerating on that aspect. I still think it's a mediocre game, but for the most part, at least it still works. It still works as a playable Sonic game. And I do plan on doing a playthrough of it in the future, but only time will tell. You know, and I think Sega and Sonic Team, I think they probably did the right choice by not listening to the fans this time, because that's the thing. Like, a lot of fans really expect for them to actually listen to what people want, and I get it. They want to listen to. I get the Sega and them. They're listening to feedback. That's understandable, but you know, sometimes listening to the fans a lot, that can pretty much lead to some bad experiences, like they've done before. They gotta understand that they can't please everyone around the world. So if they gotta at least come up with something that they feel confident in making, something that they've been wanting to do for a long time. So I can pretty much understand that, and I hope the same can also I hope the same can also say the same. I hope the same can also happen for Neptunia, because a lot of, like, that's the thing. Also, a lot of Neptunia fans really expect, like, yeah, we get it. We want a new mainline game, and Sisters vs. Sisters is not a mainline game like people like try to assume or attempt for it to be. Like, yeah, just because it has the actual same setting as V2 does not indicate that it's gonna be a main game. Especially not if Compound Heart is saying so. Is saying that this game is not a mainline game. If if Compound Heart and IFI, if they're saying that this game is a spin-off, then we should treat it as a spin-off and not as a main game. I hope people can understand that. Yeah, it's fine for us to like demand, like it's okay for us to demand for a new main game, seeing that V2 did came out like over 6 years ago. Like, oh, I forgot to mention, I'll be cutting out some of the fights just to make sure this doesn't, just to make sure these parts doesn't drag out for a bit long. I probably should have done this earlier in this playthrough, but yeah, there you go. I'm finally cutting out some of the fights that I'm getting into, so you won't have to worry about that. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, it's fine for us to demand for a new main game, but we can't just expect for IFI to actually listen to us all the time. Like, they have to come up with something that they think that feels confident and just hopes that we as the public can actually accept it. Like, I'm sure they probably pour all their heart into the Genkai Toki games. And I don't know if I want to get into the other Genkai Toki games, but this one I'm pretty much fine with. But yeah, they got this. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This is the Perilous Valley. This dungeon, this doesn't really feel much of a dungeon. This is more of a valley. Like, this feels more like a valley, given the name of this place. You'll see lots of new enemies. Some that looks pretty similar to how even some of the new ones that we'll be seeing later on in the other dungeons. But yeah, they've also introduced a new aspect. We can also climb on top of walls. We can use Otan to actually climb up walls. So not only can Otan actually carry us through water, he can also carry us through mountains, on top of mountains as well. So I really do appreciate that aspect. And one thing I really like about fighting against these monsters is that it's very easy for us to. It's a bit more easier to actually level up. So we'll have plenty of opportunities to do more booby training. Although one cool aspect that I want to mention. Actually, I'll mention it once we get to the fight with against the I'll explain it once we get to the boss fight. So once again, I'm doing more booby training. I gotta make sure each character's boobs are the right size. Again, I like them either big or small, doesn't matter to me. Especially when it comes to anime. And speaking of which, I want to say I really appreciate you all getting that video, the top 10 best boobs in anime video. I really appreciate you all getting that video up to over 30k views. Now, I know some people are asking me if I was gonna re-upload the other video, the top 10 best booties in anime, but I don't think I'm gonna re-upload that. In fact, I might actually revamp that and make it into a new list, seeing that since there's a lot of new anime that has come out. And also I'll also be planning on making another top 10 list, which is top 10 best boobs in One Piece. So be sure to look out for that. But I will only do that once I catch up to One Piece. something that I really have to do, seeing that we're getting closer to the end of the year, and I'm still close to getting to the 600th episode. So I have over. So once I get to that, I only have over 400 episodes left. But I'm gonna try and storm through these like I did last time. I started in April, and I've gotten to over 500 episodes. I'm gonna try and get to episode 600, before the end of this week. So, yeah, I'm saying this by the time of this recording. So by the time you're watching this, I'm probably already at episode 600. But I just gotta make sure I get my save data ready. We meet once again, Neko. That is true. So, it's been confirmed, Porn has beef with Neko. Although, there are extra fights when you face off against Neko, and once you get to those extra fights, you'll soon to learn her actual real name. That's good, cause you need that sunlight, Poron. Though I can't speak much since I rarely go outside, but I mean, it's understandable for me, considering the situation that the entire world is still in. Yeah, you are way too late on trying to recruit. You're way too late on trying to recruit Poron, Neko. That is also true. That's another thing. That's another thing in the Neptunia games. Whenever you get a large party, you are always ganging up on one specific enemy. Like in Mark 2 during the Conquest ending, you got all the you got Neptune, Nepgear, and all of the Maker characters. You got all of them teaming up on one character, and that was Underling, or Linda, whichever you want to call her. Got all of them teaming up on her. Hell, you also had all of them teaming up on Vert that one time when they were trying to kill her, so they can absorb her power onto the sword onto Gaeaborn, which is the sword. By the way, if you I did show off that sword, so you can check it out. You can check out my playthrough of that. You can check out my playthrough of V2 in the top right corner. But yeah, they really have. The Neptunia games really has a serious fetish for trying to gang up on one specific person. They've done it a lot on Underling during Mark 2. And I'm pretty sure they've already also done it in Victory, where all the CPUs have to face off against R4. Not to mention they've also done it once on Warachu. Warachu of all people, and he's just a small, simple rat. Like, do you have any idea how sad that is? Hell, they've also done this. They've done the same for Afimojas. They done, although that one was understandable, but the fight against Steamax, all of them against Steamax. Oh my god, that is just overkill. That is very overkill. Now, but the fight against the dark CPUs, that one was pretty understandable. So this is nothing new. Only thing that I have to give 7 Pirates H credit for is that we only get access to 7 playable characters. Hence the title of the game, 7 Pirates. And to be fair, some of the earlier fights were kind of fair. We had Powdered and Waffle versus Jewel. Then we had those 3 versus Claret. Then we had those 4 versus Sakura. Then those 5 against Poron. So the more numbers, like the bigger the team gets, the more unfair these fights get. Just, yeah. Anyways, I'm equipping some of the more stronger panties just to make sure I can increase my stats on these characters. That's one thing I actually like this game. Again, I do wish they would have gave us the option to actually see the kind of panties these characters are wearing, like they did in the Neptunia games. But at least I will give them credit, because at least the panties can actually increase the stats of these characters, like the attack, the defense, and agility. And you're probably asking why I'm not even skipping all these booby trainings. Because why would I? That's the whole purpose of this game. Boobs. That is the main theme of this game. Boobs. As I've told y'all many times in these videos, I am a titty connoisseur, and I'm not afraid of admitting that. Alright, so we are all set. Although I have to do one more trick. You're gonna see why I had. You're gonna see why I had to increase Poron's breast size. You'll see why. But with that being said, let's finally we're gonna save here, and let's finally get into this boss fight. And yes, this fight against, we're gonna be facing off against Rindo, the Dragon Monster Girl, and she's the leader of the Dragon Marauders. She's also the strongest. She's also the strongest Heavenly King. So Neko is actually part of the Dragon Marauders, which is led by Rindo. I'm just saying right now, Rindo is my second favorite of them all. I don't know, maybe it's pretty much the massive rack she has, or maybe it's that personality she has. But I really enjoy Rindo. I mean, isn't the point of collecting these treasures to is to fight your way to get the treasure? I mean, that's what pirates do in order to collect treasure. They fight each other in order to claim who will get the treasure. Because at least One Piece actually did that well.
どこだったかな。確かこの辺に。まだどうせ戦うしかないみたいだし、殴っていい？
Hey. One rule: you gotta give your opponents the chance to actually ready up for the fight before getting to it, Parut. Be patient. Oh my god. The one place no man could ever reach, the boobs. You gotta admit, women having massive breasts, their cleavage can actually also be used as a pocket, so they can store whatever snacks or whatever small stuff they want into their cleavage, just in case they don't have any pockets on their pants or their skirts. Just any bottoms that doesn't have any pockets, they can just store the small stuff. Just store the small stuff into the giant cleavage, so that can be very handy. But anyway, we're now facing off against Rindo and Neko. My god, Rindo is more powerful than Poron, but we did not have much issues when facing off against both of these characters. Especially when facing off against Neko, because she's more easier to fight. And yeah, that is why. When you increase Poron's breast size, her boobs will be showing, but not her nipples. So that's good. Although to be fair, Sakura be having her rack hanging out completely. But only have her, I believe she only has, but her outfit really likes to cover her, My god, that did a lot of damage on Neko. And yes, Rindo is more powerful than we face up against Poron. She has many attacks. She has the Drake Slash, the Crimson Slash. The Crimson Slash can do a lot of damage, but she has her ultimate attack, which does a lot more. And what I really like about using Poron is the fact that she has her skill called the Wind Burst, which actually attacks all the opponents at once. So we almost got Neko. So there's one thing that I actually dislike when during the fights is that whenever excuse me. Sometimes when stats goes down, or when the opponent's stats goes up, it can be a bit difficult. Oh fuck! I gotta revive Parut. But yeah, it can be a bit difficult trying to deal more damage whenever their either defense is up or maybe they increase health. And let me tell you, once we get to the Weathered Ruins, yes, once we get to that dungeon, oh boy, we face off against one enemy that I think can be annoying when trying to defeat her. Here. And I'm not talking on the level of annoyance as Riviera. Either way, we defeated Neko. All that's left is Rindo. And I forgot, I need to level them up more so I can get so I can actually get a skill that'll be rid of all the alignments that is on our characters. Cause our defense is down. Alright, I got Waffle aroused. We just gotta get Powdered and Poron aroused as well. But yeah, this is her ultimate attack, Dragon Flare. She slices you up in the air and then breathes out fire, dealing the final blow. And it makes sense for her, considering that she's a dragon monster girl. And again, that's what I dislike about when that's what I dislike when using no ultimate attacks when aroused. They can deal. Once they've done that, they can gain a bit more a bit more MP, and then they will be sedated and completely drained of their power. So that can get annoying sometimes. Now I gotta get rid of this paralyze. So use the Almighty Potion on Poron, and I'm gonna use the Almighty Potion. Afterwards, I'm gonna use the Almighty Potion on Sakura. And I don't want to use all my MP. I gotta save that so I can deal the final blows. But man, things are gonna get wild once we get to the well, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. And seriously, I don't know what's going on with Rindo's fit. Girl's wearing an unbuttoned shirt, only with the strap actually only with the strap around her upper body. That's what making sure her entire rack is not showing. And she's also wearing checkered booty shorts too, so some of these pirates really have some of the most lewdest fits I've ever seen. I say even lewder than the CPU forms from in Neptunia. Because you know, with the Neptunia, you know, at least the characters that are actually wearing leotards. Alright, so we've got Poron completely aroused. Now we gotta get Powder aroused. And now I gotta get rid of the paralyzation off of these characters. Alright, got Waffle done. Now I gotta get it off of Sakura. And finally, Powdered. Holy shit. I'm so glad that did not kill Waffle. She is at 15. Alright. And there's Poron's ultimate move, the Spectral Mist. Lots of skeletons, 2 skeletons surrounding her. Oh my lord. Breathing out whatever that whatever type of purple fog that is. That might be poison, whatever. I don't know. You know, with Sakura being a demon monster girl, if she and Vermeil ever meet, I have a feeling those two would become good friends. Because both of them are interesting and sweets. They both have really voluptuous bodies, and they're both childish. Not to mention they're both also lewd too. Either way, we finally defeated Rindo, and we got a good amount of H extract. But I'm going to save that for when we get to part 6. No enemies left in the Monsupi Sea, really? I wouldn't claim that just yet, Parut.
リンド、海賊のくせに山にいたせいで昔より弱くなったんじゃないかな。いや、それはきっとクラレットたちが強くなったんだな。私は変わらないはずだ。あれ？
So, Rindo, she hasn't gotten weaker, but they've gotten stronger. Huh, what do you know? She's actually being a sport about it. She's taking the L. She's taking up L pretty easily. What? So she was actually planning to make Neko the new leader. She was planning this from the whole start to try and make Neko the new leader. She probably knew that one day she would be defeated and would have to join someone else. So she had planned this just in case something like this might happen. And it looks like, alright, now we got Rindo on our team. There was some serious beef between both Rindo and Claret. Yeah, no shit, these two do not fuck with each other at all. A relationship so good that they fight. Certainly reminds me of certain relationships. Let's see, we have Goku and Vegeta. Oh, to be fair, they're more rivals, but still, that counts. Neptune and Noir, they fight a lot. Pretty much. And of course, Hime and Ribbon, they fight a lot. Same can also go for Usagi and Rei. But I digress. Either way, we got Rindo on our team, and we've gotten the 4th Sacred Treasure, which means we got 3 more to go. So, that is going to be it for this part. Before I actually end this part off, I guess I can probably send you off with this new remix I made of one of the tracks, which is Secret of the Crag. And yeah, I did remix one of the other tracks, which I already uploaded on this video. You can check it out in the top right corner, but this is a preview of a new remix that I'm gonna be uploading to this channel sometime. So this is the trap remix I made of Secret of the Crag. So until then, it's the Starlight Let's Player signing out. As always, Goki Genyo, and have a star-tastic day, everyone.
I knew I would fulfill my dream, yeah. They knew I started from the bottom, now I made it, yeah. The possibilities are endless, yeah, I say, yeah. I got the rules and I got everything I need, yeah. And now I'm chilling with a pretty gentle lady, yeah. She got a kind of gentle personality, yeah. She got them curvy hips and a booty for booty.